GV stock has printed as high as $7.15 in the pre-market session of today, the 6th of March 2025. The stock is a low float and its underlying trend is not exactly that bullish. So the company, I think, is indicating that it has signed an agreement with for a $1 billion funding or something like that. Um, the Qatar Group backs Visionary with $1 billion for EV revolution. Okay, that's the news behind this huge spike we are talking about now. Yesterday, the 50 it equally spiked. So let's see. Let's get down to its 4 hour chart here on that Think and Swim and see what's going on. You can see that. Yeah, this is the intraday high of 7.15. It printed in the pre-market session, in this pre-market session. So it's currently trading outside of its price channel, expected to come back into this price channel, but it may not come back. Eventually, the price channel may expand to accommodate it, but naturally, you should expect it to pull back somewhat. It's Let's come back to trading view. This is the same one, the same. This is 1 minute charts. We can see as things, not that this 1 minute chart is going to be of any use to you, but for if you can't make anything out of it, by all means, go ahead and do so. Okay, when it reached when it printed that intraday high, there was an awful up. There were further upper projections there. We have something close to 7.22 or thereabout. So let's come down to its 3 minute chart and see what's going on here. Let's see upper projections to 6.75, something higher than that. Not that these are our minute charts. They're too short term to be of much value to you by the time you watch this. Yeah, still this is still since it being a 45 minute chart is still displaying the spike. It's displaying, it's not hasn't printed any of those consolidations for obvious reasons. So the 10 period moving average seems to be serving as a primary demand line to some extent. We haven't seen any upper projections there, but momentum is extrapolating weakness. 45 minute chart really not of much value as well. And indeed also the 1 hour chart as well. But we can still make things out of the data we find from here and the projections we find from here. So let's see. Let's come down to the 2 hour chart and see what's going on. Yeah, same as well. Downward projection all the way down to 1.3 is what we have. Okay, and let's see what we have on the 3 hour chart and see. Yeah, on the 3 hour chart, everything is looking up. Extrapolation for high prices, nothing weak is well, apart from the momentum. Momentum is indicating that weakness is going to set in by Friday the 7th. So it's yeah, weakness is just indicating. I guess it's indicating that even though it's the if the stock continues to rise, the momentum wouldn't be as strong as it is right now. It's not as strong as it is as of today, the 6th of March. I think that's what it's just indicating. It's not indicating that it's going to probably drop below it's a derivative, so it's not indicating that it's going to drop into below the main indicator there, the main line. So let's see now. Let's look at the 4 hour chart. Yeah, the 4 hour chart equally is indicating strength as well. Let's see. I think we have what looks like a downward projection of 1.66. So just like the 3 hour chart, strength is projected on extrapolated on its 10 and 21 period moving averages. But momentum wouldn't be as strong anymore. As you can imagine, the stock would have. Okay, let's see now. It's as of Tuesday the 4th, it was trading at 1.21. Currently trading at 6.36. You can imagine that if it's going to rise any further, the momentum would most certainly not be as much. Wouldn't be as much if you do the maths. If you do the maths and find out how much it has gained since Tuesday, the 4th of March, and you'll be able to find out that it has gained a huge amount, and then if it's going to double from where it is right now, it's if it's going to probably get to $12 or on there about, that's just 100%. It's 100. It's not 100% yet, and what it is, what it gained from Tuesday at from 1.21 is almost obviously more than 100%. Somewhere close to 400% or thereabouts. So yeah, with the 400% increase, you would expect momentum to be strong, and with a further 100% increase from where it is right now, that's not as that momentum wouldn't is obviously not as high as the 400%. So that's why the momentum indicator is indicating that yes, it may continue to rise, but the momentum may not be as much. It's a low float as well, so expect this volatility to be there. So the stock is really volatile. You can see spikes here. We can see here it had 2.02 and all the way towards 4.92. That's definitely more than 100%. So highly volatile, low float, and there's a good chance we may see a stock split as well. That's something that might happen as well. You know, yeah. So yeah, very volatile. You can see here what we have. This is as of last year, got to the highs of around 8.71, and that spike again up to 4.41. This was from somewhere around 1.98, so definitely more than 100%. So it has that potential to do things like this. So the underlying trend is a bearish one, and so here on the daily chart, higher prices are extrapolated based on what is based on what the 10 and 21-day moving averages are extrapolating, and the momentum is equally validating that as well. Higher prices up to Tuesday, the 18th of March. Yeah, higher prices projected. Yeah, there are no upper projections we have. There are no upper projections we have seen. We have seen here now. So this is where it is right now, and we may be able to find that somewhere. We might be able to find somehow some way to see whether we can calculate for the upper projections 1.74 and 1.37. Let's see, 1.74 minus 1.37, not a lot there. So multiply by 2.618, we have 0.96. Add that to 6.47, we have 7.47. 7.47, we'll take it somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. This was an extrapolation. This was an upper projection as of this is as of mid to late December of last year. So this might eventually, as a matter of fact, it has actually printed something like that as of May the 14th of last year. So indeed, something like that can equally print, maybe on the 4-hour chart. So, but the chance of that printing is not very high at all. So even though it has printed those sort of prices, you take the moving averages as of what has happened in May. So it's a lot harder to justify those. It's a lot harder to justify those, but they're still those figures are still very much relevant. They're still very much relevant. So you may find out that it may still be a decent one. It may still be a decent probability. That time you can get to such a high as $7.43. So that's what's going on right now. The stock is in a move. Let's see. Gain is now roughly 75%. Let's come down to its 1 minute chart and see what's going on with the stock right now. Okay, yeah, just consolidating that volatile expansion. Just consolidating it. Not hasn't contracted on the 4-hour chart. Hasn't contracted. Yeah, if it contracts, maybe we might find another spike, but still trading outside of the price channel. Usually, you wouldn't such further spikes may not occur, but indeed they can always even expand further. Yeah, so GV stock on the move. They've been able to find a Qatar group that has backed it with up to $1 billion for EV revolution. Let's see. This was as of yesterday. Yeah. So see what you make of GV stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.